Oh, Sunday wants to chat?
She's too invested in the plot. Yes, she needs to know the random side story. You know, like when you're super obsessed with a story and you need to every piece of lore.
Yeah.
And you buy the book for the 10 games. so you can get a little bit more of lore.
Hey,
Howdy ho.
We've chatted a few times before on the J-Stock streams, and
I think we did. Yeah. I didn't actually realize we were friends already.
So, I guess because you're probably ahead of me, I don't know what else was said on the stream.
You was only fear because she spreads it like Batman.
Real.
I need art. I need art with all of us like the Inside Out characters. It would be
yeah, cool. And then Greg can be sad.
He is sad because of the disgusting crimes we commit.
Stream. I was catching up to it. I'm not really sure why I'm in trouble.
Well, I mean, the first thing you did...
Okay, I think now they stopped watching Aiko. Now I can speed up, right?
Was you killed the man in the alleyway. Okay, well, talk about that.
Okay. Alright.
Sorry. You have to admit it.
That's good.
And as far as I can ascertain, a lot of this was using
it just came sort of nowhere. It caught me off guard.
It really did.
Language to describe her being miffed about something that I think is reasonable, but I think it's, as a result of the way she was talking about it, it was taken way out of hand. So, as far as I can tell, her main complaint is, Edwin, I haven't seen the whole video, but Edwin, it seems, was casting aspersions on Babs' credibility.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the examples he points to is, she said she brought cards to Keemstar's house, I think it was, but there were no cards there. But then, lo and behold, we look at a video of Keemstar's house. Cards on the table. Ooh. And I guess the idea is like, well, if you acknowledge that being a lie or being untrue matters.
Edwin lied, I cannot believe. Edwin would never lie.
But then she sent it to you, and for whatever reason, this just never came up publicly.
Right.
I think that's basically it. And I can understand her being...
I'm not going to leak all her messages to the public, but I'm going to send you why I didn't even know that was a thing. And then you just... This is a 3-second video. Just tell me why you think I didn't see that.
Give me a sec, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I have a suspicion why. Wait.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see, so 902. 902. Well, see, this is the thing, Nick. Your generation just doesn't understand what a hard day's labor is like. You should have read through all of that. That is your job.
It's still going on my screen, so that means it's still going on your screen.
I just scroll through and I check the date, okay?
Did she tell you that I've been trying to reach out privately to resolve this for a year?
When a drama is so insane that President Sunday ends up being the normal guy. Could have never seen this one, huh? Sometimes we still are surprised, you know? Sometimes there are still surprises.
Maybe she can't find it through all the messages. I don't know. Look, man.
Look, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a dick. You know, on the stream that she hates that I did with Edwin, I shouted her out at the end of the stream and said if I got anything wrong, you can go watch Aiko. I'm sure she'll grind Edwin into the dirt. Like, I literally shouted her out in the interview she hates.
I mean, like, to be honest with you, like, I had no interest in virtually all of this, except for the thing at the very beginning.
Yeah.
And I'm actually curious what your thoughts are on that now that I have you. He was talking about how he had knowledge of his roommate sexting with minors for an extended period of time and sleeping with a minor for an extended period of time. He brought this up like, yeah, that's a little weird, no? To announce that you knew about this?
No, we were critical of Edwin. We were critical about Edwin doing this.
Oh, yeah, that was also another thing. You know.
Oh god, I'm just like stun locked. I'm just like listening to this man try to interpret the crazy thoughts.
You know, he's a crazy reader.
For a while, the Seer stuff was really weird. The clips were going viral. I think the guy...
the Seer, that was Seer. And he dated the victim of Seer. It was literally his first girlfriend, which I meant that was like... There can't be too much more that can fry the brain. Listen, the brain is enough fried.
I'm just thinking about where we started, right? We started with some streams and some content, and this all happened because of Keemstar's party?
Yes.
Okay. Now, would you go to a Keemstar party?
No.
Why not?
No.
Edwin's not there. Does that change your mind?
I've caught allegations. I don't want allegations happen towards me, and then I have some schizophrenic who was after me for 2 years.
True.
It ain't worth it. I can get my own alcohol. I make my own party. Or I just do it like Chris did it. I just get too drunk to get dragged into drama.
True.
You know what? Chris was literally on his stream. He was literally like, guys, thank God I was drunk. I was passed
Thank
out
God
drunk.
for alcohol. Thank God for alcoholism.
Yeah, he was like, I would have caught sexual deviant allegations if I wasn't pissed out drunk that night.
He would have caught Gooner allegations.
Yes. And then there would be a schizophrenic after him for 2 years.
Is this Twitch guy?
No.
He reacted to it, and then like it became like a huge thing because Edwin didn't want to talk about it after he made that allegation, but he would keep getting
don't
drunk
blame
and
him.
talking about it, and it was really.
So what was
weird.
what was the upshot of all that then? How did that resolve?
So this it resolved in a hilarious way. So anyways, the girl who was being quote unquote like abused ended up dating Edwin.
Yeah, that's the story of Mina. That's kind of funny. You know, the girl that was abused by his roommate? It's
Yeah.
different.
Oh God.
Because she was brought over in like a 3-way relationship with Seer, and then ultimately that split up, and then she became Edwin's girlfriend. Again, this was
Right.
What?
yeah, this is a whole shit show, dude.
Yeah.
This whole thing was ridiculous. This is why in my video that I made on Edwin all the way back to January, the one
Yeah.
that happened right before the Bab stream where she came out and stuff, we were joking about how Edwin would constantly bring on like abuse survivors or whatever to talk to, and he hates this line of questioning. But like he would end up dating them or ending up in sexual interactions with them because like the Mama Max, I don't know if you know what Mama Max is. It's probably way outside. of
Vaguely, he's the pedo hunter guy, right?
Yeah, so he was dating this girl Olivia, and Olivia like got in a call with him and like took her shirt off, and they had like a sexting face, like, and apparently he was helping her with the.
No, it was not sexting, Nick. Get it right.
Yep, it wasn't sexting. They were just jorking it.
Exactly.
Stop putting words in his mouth. It's fucked up.
It's crazy that you would allege you would sex someone.
He was helping her with the Mama Max stuff, so this was a point that we talked about with him at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, no, this was part of it. This was definitely
I think President Sunday feels just like you right now. Like, okay.
definitely. Again, he did a whole stream on Chud Logic because he's mad about that talking point, and he argued with me about it. And the other, by the way, we brought him on right after we had like the big Bo Blacks thing, because it was kind of a nostalgic thing. Like on that stream where we brought him on to goof or whatever, we had Keemstar come in and like call him like a fucking rapist or like a pedophile, like on that exact stream. And I told him I'm like never gonna be friends with him again. Like I feel like I did everything right. I'm confused as to.
By the by.
And by the way, I spoke to the girl because I reached out and I was worried, like, did I do something wrong here? Like, because I don't remember Babs ever asking me for this phone call. And to be honest, I came away from the phone call thinking like Edwin didn't sound bad in it when I'd heard it the first time. And Edwin was telling me he was going to release it, but he wanted to wait until he removed he wanted to remove the part where he cried. Basically, the reason why I was teasing this wasn't because I thought it was some big crazy bombshell.
Sorry, that's
it's
not
because
nice.
this southern guy.
That's not nice to laugh at a man's emotions. I'm sorry.
Yes, you laugh at emotions in general. I don't care. I just laugh if you have emotions. Pathetic.
Guy Repzilla was in the call and he was moderating a domestic dispute. So like Edwin is crying hysterically and Babs
There's Zilla in moderating the domestic dispute and Edwin is crying hysterically.
is like yelling at him and he's like, well Babs, Edwin's really trying to do the best he can here to meet you halfway, so you gotta meet him halfway. It's probably the funniest piece of content and I forgot all about it because it's like a year ago. I wanted to release it because it was fucking funny, but Edwin never released it. I reached out to Babs. She said, well maybe I wanted to hear it last year, but I don't think I ever like begged you for it or anything. And then she asked me not to release it now if I could avoid it. So Edwin doesn't want it out. Babs doesn't want it out. What am I supposed to do here?
Well, I think nothing. I feel like this is kind of a like. To be fair, and I'll give Aiko this. Like, I think at the time, not showing that would be annoying. But from what you've just shown me,
and again, I didn't know that Babs reached out and pulled the plug on her stream. That's all. I didn't know that.
That too, yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, and I don't think you're obligated to know. My general read on this is like you seem like
this is the second most pathetic "this is your life" loss situation I've ever seen. The first one was the toe one. Oh, true. It's all because of the toes.
a very peripheral entity in all of this. I don't. Look, man, I watched this for 3 hours and 40 minutes. Okay.
Yeah. No, I know.
If there was something
Ah, we've been here for longer.
Been here for longer. I'm stronger than Sunday.
Yeah, let's go.
particular did there that was like egregious. I didn't see it. What I was waiting for, because I was completely in the dark about all of this, what I was waiting for was for the shoe to drop, and then Edwin was accused of
Don't
sexual
talk about shoes in this situation. They will be taken off.
assault, and this is what he used to bury it. But it never happened. Instead, the point of interest for me was right at the beginning, and then it was
Well,
all.
she said she has evidence that Edwin's like a pedo, but she said she won't release it unless he makes a main channel video.
I don't think she was saying that. Did she say that specifically? I think she was saying.
Did I not ask you nice enough?
Because
didn't
I
remember
told
what
her
you-
to publish her stuff, and I would react to it on stream. I just didn't want to
Yeah,
publish
yeah.
it on her behalf.
I
And
don't
then she
think-
gave it to the kid who makes
yeah.
videos in Lego stop motion.
No. I don't think. I think that's a misread.
Okay, I can't get Nick. Let me get Colton. Second best.
Yeah, definitely. That's number 2. That's guy number 2. If you can't get Nick, you get Colton. That's 100% true. True. Facts only.
Listening carefully for that, I didn't hear her say. I'd have to review it, but I didn't hear her say that she thinks that Edwin is a pedo and that she has stuff on that.
Maybe,
What I heard her
maybe
say
I'm
a
using
couple.
the term too liberally, but like she has more information about him sending inappropriate messages to minors from back in like 2016,
what she-
2017.
yeah.
Maybe that's
Well,
probably
what she-
a better way to word it. I apologize if
Well,
you
what she said is there's a rabbit hole. Which, to be fair, like
there's an implication.
I kind of agree. There's something to that because we have him like in these communications, which by themselves. And I was looking for this, like, do we have anything that shows he actually knew the age of these people? Because if we don't,
That soundbite dated the stream. This was after Boogie Fake Cancer. Yeah, this is not even so long ago. This was like the 10th of October last year. Literally 3 months ago.
then it's like this is being
Yeah, the
responsible.
thing is,
but
I
this
can't run that stuff like myself without
No.
them posting it. Because if she wants
Yeah.
to run it, I could talk about it, but I'm not running it myself. Because I
No,
don't know
no,
if some
no,
of those
and I don't
messages
think
are
you
on a
have to,
story or if they're being sent to an individual. You know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah. The only thing that sticks out to me in all of this again is that beginning conversation with Chud Logic because that one was the one part in this entire thing where I was like, oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
if Edwin's a total creep, I have no problem running the story.
Yeah.
But as far as I was concerned, he went from streaming to like 1,000 people to streaming to like 100 people, even
Yeah.
less, 68 on most nights. The guy's literally never coming back. He's
So
still
he's
sunlocked.
oh, so
on-
he's actually. I don't follow these people. He's
yeah,
actually
this
toast.
guy's been like obliterated for the. I saw this as resolved. The girl didn't want to talk about it anymore.
Okay.
Edwin's career is completely eviscerated.
What you need to understand about Aiko.
I can't believe I just got splooshed.
Is that Aiko is a person who's very passionate about justice and has the same.
Yeah, did you hear the pause when he's like, how do I say this nicely?
Yeah, let me think for
No,
one
Aiko's
moment.
very passionate.
Passionate is a very nice word to say about a friend.
Perception of time as the aliens from Arrival.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. Okay,
So-
fair.
I think at this point she's legitimately good with you. But I think if she feels like there's been an injustice or something like that, I don't think it's something that lets her go for a very long time. And I think tonight was hopefully about sort of purging that. My read on all of this again is I don't see how you're involved primarily, besides like sort of being incidentally in communication with some of these people. And I really don't care about any of this.
I'm really sorry that you got dragged into this.
Sunday, don't you know he's the cabal leader?
Yeah, you're supposed to. That's the guy you go to.
Exactly.
So on the
For
subject of
everything.
meaningless drama,
Yeah, you have to
I'm
run it
curious,
by
like,
Nick, or otherwise he sends the cabal after you.
For real, for real.
That's what I heard.
have you here, and nobody else
Yes.
needs to explain it to me. Yeah. What did Boblax do exactly?
Tonight or in general?
Ever? Like I'm just
Oh,
seeing him
'cause-
everywhere.
Oh, don't ask.
I'm
like
seeing
a
a
new
single
thing.
thing that makes sense.
I actually had him on earlier. This has been a crazy night. So
Okay.
what you're talking about is the. Let me try to summarize this as best I can. Essentially, Josh went kind of schizo in July, like around July 15th.
Yeah.
So he had like a friendship-ending argument with me that in any other
Yeah.
case.
Who's
those
this
messages
Josh
are out. You can
person?
check
I
those
hope
out if
it's.
you're
I hope
interested.
Bobax is okay.
Yeah, same. Never heard of the Josh.
I really am not. But
he
thank
told
you.
me that like it was just like some weird ego thing, like you're gonna respect me now, you're gonna film a video apologizing for not treating me like well or something. Like this is completely out of the blue. Right. Basically, he tweeted out non-binary people are valid, and then if you're familiar with Turkey Tom,
that bastard, son of a bitch. Okay.
So he tweeted out. Turkey Tom went, "Thanks, Bo Blacks, for your input," and he said, "Like, dude, you're totally fucking this whole thing up for me. Like, I'm just trying to make my fans feel validated." And then he wrote, "Praise Skibbity or die." So then Josh wrote me.
I only know Mr. and Mrs. Menchie.
True.
Biggest fan.
My DMs, and I said, "Hey, listen." I basically said, like, hey, you're obviously like an advocate. I just think that it kind of hits harder when you just use the correct pronouns in the videos and you make people feel like invited. I don't think just saying trans rights at the end of a conversation like Xander Hall is really making anybody feel more validated. That's
well, he said white rights one time. I mean, that must have helped some people.
But
oh my God.
My thing isn't like
how sad is Nick is having the actual like real take. Like you show respect by being respectful.
Yeah.
Not just saying that you are respectful.
I'll be honest, allies that are like, gay rights are cringe.
Yeah.
Who just like, you know, they're like, I need to post my once a month ally post. To remind everyone, I'm an ally.
True.
Gotta remind those gays.
I wasn't like doubting him, and then he dropped immediately. He's like, I'm non-binary, which by the way, I didn't leak. He leaked it, to be clear.
Okay.
Just I would not leak his sexuality. But he goes, I'm non-binary. That's why I said it. And then he started saying like, that's why I like trans women. And then he like went on a whole rant about Destiny, unprompted, about how like I think Destiny is so smart and he's so stupid. And then he just said like a bunch of fucking crazy shit. And at the end of it, like an hour later, he wrote me going, dude, I'm sorry.
Gay wrongs, gay rights.
Gay wrongs and rights.
I just had a crazy
and the gay maybes
meltdown.
Yeah.
I haven't had something like this in like 6 years, and it's just like my bad. But then like 20 minutes later, he sent me more messages of him fighting with somebody else in the same exact way. So I'm like, oh, okay. I thought he came down to earth. He didn't.
By the by, Aiko said she would like to join.
Okay, sure. I don't have her on the thing. Do you have? Are you friends with her?
Actually, I should be able to make a group of us.
If you hit the plus button on the top, you should be able to add her in.
Okay.
Basically, long story short, he went. Long story short, he went crazy, blamed it on BPD.
I always get half a heart attack when there are Discord noises in streams. I hate it here.
I know. Jesus.
I always my eyes go automatically to my own Discord. Like, who's calling me now?
He didn't actually have BPD, and he wasn't medicated for it. Hello, Aiko.
Okay, fair enough.
Hey.
What's going on?
I just saw that you guys were talking.
Oh God.
I was just catching up.
Sorry,
but,
I think I literally did that on your stream, and then I talked to Sunday, and then you did that on my stream, and now we're all kind of halfway context of what happened tonight.
Yeah.
Except for President Sunday, he was here for all of it. And
well,
he's the least involved.
Unfortunately for him, I put him through this. It was torture. I know. So what's up? What did I?
So I guess like I'm just confused, and I'll run back through it again. I'm sorry, Sunday.
I was throwing you completely under the bus so I can get into Nick's good graces. This has all been a ploy.
So just because I wanted to solve this at some point with you privately, I didn't know that Babs pulled the plug on your whole live stream, and I think we could have probably figured this out last year if this was that big of a deal. I don't really know what I did wrong, and if you want to run that by me, I would be happy to answer any question you have.
You did everything wrong, Nick, as always.
Yeah, honestly, he handled this so poorly. He should have just gave everything up to her. Honestly,
for real.
She said please. She said please.
She should have just made the video in her name.
Yeah.
Wait, so what are you saying? I'm sorry, I was catching up.
Do you want me to just start like going over certain talking points, or do you want to kind of take it to me? It's up to you.
Well, the last thing that were you saying? Okay, I was just catching up, and you were showing Sunday something of my DMs.
Yes,
that was like the reason why. Are you saying that you didn't see?
I'm saying that you sent me, and I didn't show my stream this, but you sent me about 200 uninterrupted DMs where the only interruption was saying that Babs wasn't going to talk to me anymore, and you were fighting with Xylee. So at this point, and this is what I said back then, I completely toned this whole fucking situation out, and I think the next time I spoke to you was asking how Colton got your research. Is that kind of your understanding of events?
Yes. Yeah.
I think, and I've heard things were a little crazy, and I kind of walked, like, I didn't, like, dog you for it. I heard, like, things weren't super good at that point. So I wanted to reach out and talk to you privately about all this before blowing it up again publicly. And then it blew up again publicly, but, I mean, that's both of our faults, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, talking this through, because it's just been, like, kind of living in my head. So having this drama stream, talking it through with President Sunday, getting it off my chest. I'm trying to remember the context, because
God.
Take your time. I'm not like trying to rush you or anything.
Don't take your time.
Can I give like an outsider's perspective on all this?
Sure.
It sounds like you had, because I know Aiko's had a very intense year as well. I certainly have had an intense couple of years. It looks very much like people are operating at very different tempos, and stuff was interpreted badly, and then people reacted to that. That seems like 90% of this, as far as anyone with the exception of like Edwin is concerned. So obviously she has like a particular issue with Edwin, which I get, but the rest of this is like it really does seem like a ton of misunderstandings.
As for the call stuff, just to kind of clear the air on that, I forgot that I even had this call by the time you started calling me out for it. So it took me a minute to figure out what you're even talking about. When I figured out what it was, I reached out to Babs to ask if I had done wrong by her.
Imagine she remembered it for all this time, and even Nick was, what call? I have what? What do I have?
I have no idea.
We almost did it.
In particular, because at this point I'm thinking like, oh, okay, Babs is.
No, we're
mad.
doing good. We're doing good. I got a
didn't-
whole. You're very good at compiling information. I learned a whole huge chunk of drama I didn't even know I was missing. So now part of the reason why I'm quiet because I'm also thinking about like, oh, that's why this happened, and that's why this person said this thing, and that's why this is like I'm just like it's like a Rolodex in my mind right now.
It's literally connected to so many other things that you know, like
It's like I'm stuck in the Matrix.
all the revelations.
You know, that you guys completely fell out or something, or she didn't want.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, we didn't fall out, and I wasn't saying it in the context of. I was talking about it because you and Edwin were talking about it on your stream recently, and so it was in the context of like a year ago when you said you were going to release it. Yeah.
So for first thing, the reason why I'm pretty sure, unless you have a clip, I'm pretty sure the reason why Babs was in the discussion, and this is obviously before Keem came in and started like assaulting Edwin for that situation on the same stream. The reason why it was coming up is because Babs' nudes got leaked, and I'm pretty sure she's okay with talking about this because she got paid pretty well, and it was like a sex work thing where like they took the nudes of like fucking 8 commentary women, or like I think it was like 13 or 18 at some point. The number goes up and up every time we talk about it. And they were playing like who's that Pokemon with people, and then that was a whole fucking controversy. Because I talked to Olivia during that. I talked to a bunch of different people who were reaching out to talk to me about it.
I love all those names that always come up again. Olivia is a constant, Babs is a constant.
Everything.
That's why
It's
Babs
all
was even being
connected.
discussed in that instance.
Yay.
But as for the call itself, that call, I asked her if she even wanted it when you started talking to me, and she told me she doesn't remember like begging for it even back then. She might have asked, but she doesn't remember if she even did. And as for now, she didn't even want me to release it now. So I see you calling me out for it, and it's like I have Edwin who didn't release it, who I was under the assumption was supposed to stream it. He just wanted to stream it without him crying or whatever. And then Babs, who doesn't want it out. And then it's you who does want it out. And I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do there.
Oh no, I'm not trying to get you to put it out now. I'm saying that you didn't a year ago when it was relevant.
And I
When
didn't
you
even really think that
talked
Edwin sounded that terrible in that leaked call. That's why, like as you mentioned, I said I didn't want to put anything out that benefits him. I didn't think he sounded that.
In general, I haven't heard it. All I know is that it was used in his hit piece, right?
Sure.
So all clips up. So
And if Babs asked me for that, I'd have given it to her immediately. If she asked me for it, it would have been sent to her immediately. And I offered to send it to her now if she wanted to hear it. And
right,
she said she
but
didn't want it.
it's irrelevant.
Imagine the victim doesn't
Irrelevant,
want it.
she said.
It's totally
Irrelevant, she
irrelevant to me.
said.
Yeah, it's irrelevant to me what the victim wants. Excuse me. I don't care about the victim. I want it.
Now, like it's not. We're not
Well, it's still her
relitigating
story.
anything.
And we kind of
Right,
are
right.
relitigating it in some degree.
Well, I mean, only in the sense that you and Edwin started talking about it. Like I heard you talk.
Oh god.
I think at the beginning of the conversation you had with Edwin, you asked what his opinion on the Turkey Tom cheating situation drama was.
Yeah.
His opinion on cheating. And you brought up how he feels about cheating, the stuff with Salvo.
Oh, I brought that up to insult him. Because I said I wanted to get his take on what cheating was. And he was literally participating in Salvo cheating on his wife. That's
Right,
why that
right,
came
right.
up. Okay.
I didn't mean that you were.
But he was like the butt of the joke.
No, that's fine. But I understand. But that's why I decided that I wanted to talk about it because this entire conversation played out, and I just wanted to get.
She just heard Edwin and was like, "Oh, it's time again. Meat is back on the menu."
I thought you said on
everything
the
else
last
like
stream, though, that it wasn't about Edwin being platformed. And it had nothing to do with that
It's
stream.
not. Oh no, it's about Babs being like brought up repeatedly and the situation that happened with her,
I mean,
and not being able to just say like my side of what happened last year.
all right, but can you admit that it's not about Babs per se? It's your frustration that you kind of got suppressed. Again, not even
Yeah.
something
You
I knew.
kind of got
All right,
suppressed.
again, if we spoke
Stop.
privately in the last year or so, I mean, that would have.
Truly, who will think about Aiko? Who is thinking about how she feels?
Listen.
This is injustice.
Listen, she was a minority, okay?
been nice to know, I guess, before now. But
I honestly thought you ghosted me until like all of this other stuff went down,
my
and then
God.
I
you
just didn't.
spoke to.
I thought you didn't like me anymore.
Oh, you made me sad. Oh my god. It's so funny. Holy shit. I'm sorry. Holy fuck. Oh,
It do be like that, you know?
it do be like that.
You spoke to Augie before you left, and you said you didn't want to talk to me.
Yeah, I said I wanted.
I thought you ghosted me. You literally said to Augie that you don't want to talk to me anymore. You are the only real
God.
minorities gamers. True.
True. Sorry.
A couple times, and you said you didn't want to talk to me.
After the Augie stuff, well, with Augie, when he told me that you wanted to talk. That was when you found out Colton was putting out this video, and at that point, I didn't trust talking to anyone after. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. That entire situation really, really like fucked with my head. I thought Colton was a regular person. He ended up taking.
So sorry.
Oh,
Unfortunate.
I thought he was a regular person. I'm so sorry.
Even Aiko doesn't deserve that. Okay.
It's a true tragedy in all of this.
Even Aiko doesn't deserve to deal with Colton.
you had him on stream and you treated him like a person.
No, I brought
You
him.
treated him like a person. How dare
Oh
you?
my god, okay. This is literally me when I'm like, you guys were nice to someone I hate, and it's like completely made up in my mind.
How dare you treat this animal like a person?
Oh, this is so funny. Holy shit, this is great.
You brought this animal on and treated it like a person. I thought they were normal.
How could you?
Betrayal.
Dressed as Michael Jackson to dance with Fuzzy Tube in Nashville. No.
Okay, so this is what happened. Okay, and I'm gonna be honest.
I need to hear this
No.
again.
Really like fucked with my head. I thought Colton was a regular person. He ended up taking.
So sorry.
You had him on stream and you treated him like a person.
No, I brought him dressed as Michael Jackson to dance with Fuzzy Tube in Nashville. No.
Okay, so this is what happened. Okay, and I'm gonna be honest. Like honestly, I think that I might have attributed more to you than I think that I might
Were
have.
you
Okay,
mortified when you saw your allegations?
You treated
next to
Colton like a
Legos?
person, you sick son of a
Wait,
bitch.
were you mortified when
Honestly,
you saw the stuff
very
that you did your
based,
research
very
next to,
based,
like,
real.
Colton doing stop motion at a fireplace
my
with
God.
Legos.
well, it wasn't even my choice. Okay, so this is what happened. As you said, I couldn't talk on that stream because Babs couldn't. Like, I decided to. She couldn't take it anymore, so I decided to not talk about it. I went live, and Xylee came on and just, yelled
Fine,
and,
treated like a
and
person.
gloated and so on.
He talked to him. It's enough. Without always being like, sit! Bet, Colton, bet! Spit it out!
Right, I just need like a fucking spray bottle.
Exactly.
So after that happened, I was ghosted by everyone, and I didn't hear back from you. So I thought that it was, I thought that everyone just decided to drop me as a whole, right? Colton DM'd me. This is the first time I've ever talked to Colton, and I was like, you know what? I might as well just tell Colton about this Edwin and the minor stuff, right?
Big
Why?
Immediately tells me, and so I am in this very fucked up like headspace because I had just been like kind of blindsided with this stuff with Xylee, and so Colton tells me you cannot go live until you put out a video, and I'm like, okay.
Oh my God.
He's like, I'm gonna help
Why
you.
do you take advice from fucking
Why would you
Colton?
ask him? What does he even have?
Why would you listen to him? I saw this guy on Nick's stream once. You know what? I trust him.
Yeah. I saw him getting fucking flambéed by the commentary community for the Mama Max stuff. I will trust him.
The problem is the Mama Max stuff was after. think. It was before the Moabek stuff.
And I'm like, okay. So I send him some stuff. I have a conversation with him. 2 days later, he's like, you're taking too long. I'm going to make this video. I'll give you credit for the research. And I was like, no, don't give me credit for the research. I don't know what you're doing. And then over the next, it was like a week or less total that he put out that video. And ultimately I was like, okay, well, at least people know that there's something, because Edwin was just hanging out on Xylee's stream like everything was totally fine and regular, despite Xylee having like helped me vet ages of minors and so
holy
on.
shit.
Oh god, now the Xylee comes back out.
Oh god, this is so good.
Now she goes back to hater mode. I trusted you because of your eyes. Only been seen IRL. Yes.
How are you looking at someone's eyes, dude?
Listen, look into Colton's eyes and tell me, could this man ever do any wrong?
He's done too much.
So honestly, like I feel like talking all of this through with Sunday tonight and looking things over, I might have attributed more to you than was actually.
I might have been a bit of a paranoid schizophrenic, you know?
Yeah, I might have gone I was feeling a little silly, my bad.
No, I just had a silly moment. When went brrr.
I
guess
appreciate what you're trying to.
warranted?
Yeah, I appreciate what
You
you're
understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like I took, like, because I did send a billion DMs. I was actually pretty unhinged.
I think the last thing we talked about was you're like, Babs is never talking to you or something. She's done talking to commentary. And I'm like, you thought you wanted me to talk to her. At that point I was just like completely checked out. I was like, no, there's no, this is not going forward from here.
This was, forget what it was. Oh,
Because I think the Xylee thing with you started. I thought I was pretty clear. Like, I didn't want to get wrapped up in like this was already annoying because Edwin was like wanted me to do this interview with him, and I told him months earlier I would do it. And then now it's like there's a commentary civil war brewing on the back of the fucking Edwin thing. And again, I wasn't even back yet. This is
Not
before I was
civil
even
war.
back. You know what I mean? Like I took a 2-year break, and I think this was one of like 5 or 6 videos or whatever I'd posted in a half of the year.
right.
I wasn't back until January. And by the way, my back moment was when I told Edwin to fuck off, and I said I wasn't going to help him anymore. And then I went on like a stream
Did
and
I not
tear.
ask you nice enough?
I don't respect you.
And by help him more, I mean like give him another interview because he didn't like how the first one went after he was satisfied, but realized he wasn't actually getting anywhere with it because no one in the community was receptive to that interview.
Oh.
So are you saying that you didn't see the deck of cards thing that I sent you?
No, I literally just saw messages popping up on my screen.
I'm going to be honest. Like I scrolled through. Like when you receive that many messages from a person, at a certain point, if you're not like really invested, you stop looking. So I can see him like just seeing a pile of messages and it's just not happening. And I
Yeah, girl, that's
think that's pretty
crazy. Come on.
Yeah, I would also be like, I ain't reading all that.
Oh.
I don't-
Especially when you ask a pointed question like, say, do you have any questions you want me to ask him?
It's like a fucking literal machine gun of fucking DM responses.
Yeah. And I wonder if she only did like, you know, there are people who send you like 1,000 really short messages. But there are
Me?
also
Yeah.
people who would send you like 1,000 really long messages. For some fucking reason.
Yeah, I'm a short message person. I type the same way I talk.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, if there's a pause in my conversation, like when I say a sentence, that's where I would hit enter.
Yeah, so I wonder what kind of person she is in. Like, did he get, like, literally novels? 100 messages with novels? Or, like... Detail.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what you're saying, Nick?
Yeah, I wanted like 5 things to ask Edwin, and that's why at the end of my stream, because I never got those things, or I never got anything that I could really use, I just redirected everyone to your stream when you go over it, and I told people that...
Yeah, if you ask someone specific, hey, give me 5 questions to ask him. Yeah, I think that's a really pointed question.
Yeah.
Literally just give me 5 things that are important. Oh.
You'd correct me if I was wrong on anything, and you're more knowledgeable in some of the stuff than I am. I like shouted out your stream.
Okay, well, if you're saying like you just you didn't realize the deck of cards was a thing that I sent
Oh,
you.
you didn't see this one message in the middle of my 1000 once. Game.
The problem is, at this point, I don't even remember why that would even be significant. Like, it's been a year.
I know. Well, this is right.
It's just it's just a ton of messages, Aiko. I'm sorry. I checked out. My bad.
Well, I would
I
not
think the main
apologize.
thing
I'm
is,
sorry.
I'm just saying that, like, if you're saying that you,
I'm
likely
crazy.
did not
I would do it back to them and ask it how they like it.
Yes. Just copy all her text and send it to her and like, what five questions are there? Aiko is I showed you my dick, please respond kind of person. I sent you my 1000 messages, why you no respond?
realize that I sent you this because Edwin's video hinged upon this fucking deck of cards. It was an incredibly stupid argument, but he used it to say that Babs was a liar.
Edwin used 1,000 stupid arguments. And you focus on one thing. Oh, I don't question it.
And in your stream where you talked to him and you showed his video, you said that it does, I don't know what this deck of cards thing is, but, if Edwin lied about it, it matters. So, and since you brought it up to him,
Wait, I said that?
Yeah, you did. We
Then
saw the
what's-
recording,
I'm
but
so
at the same
sorry.
time.
Like, what did I do wrong?
No. Well,
No.
here's the reason why.
Oh! What did I do
You were wrong. That's what Fauci does to me.
Wait, what did I do wrong? The voice.
Why that was brought up was because he was trying to demonstrate, assuming that you had deliberately decided not to show the image.
Listen, you have 100 other examples of why he is actually a liar. Come on.
Right.
Edwin lied, I can't believe it. He always told the truth in the past.
How could he? This turn of events is so unfortunate.
With the cards on the table, that you had also acknowledged that the cards were important. Therefore, you were doing something you deliberately knew was obscuring an important detail in the case.
Yeah, there's no fucking way. And if I did that, I wouldn't have sent them to your stream, but that would be the first thing you'd correct.
Okay, if you didn't see them and you didn't realize that I sent them to you because I sent you like 2 billion messages, then I accept that. And
Jesus Christ, girly.
Which,
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, like, I can kind
I guess I accept that, How graceful of you, how graceful. I once heard she wanted to change her stream name to Psycho, but was convinced otherwise. Why? She should have done
Who
it.
did that? Who did that? Who cucked us?
Who cocked us? Swear, spoiled sports everywhere.
Right.
Goddamn party poopers.
kind of understand why there would sort of be. I mean, I'm gonna be real, like there were so many messages there. I would actually, I would strengthen Nick's point a little bit. I would be very surprised if he actually went through them and saw the particular ones.
I don't think I've read all those messages now.
Yeah,
That's
but
why I sent them scrolling at like
A
1,000
year
miles
later.
per hour. To this day,
That
I
being
haven't
said-
read everything that's in there.
that being said, like when your head's in this, you can get tunnel vision. You can kind of forget that not everybody's as invested in this as you are. So I'm not going to tell Aiko what she was thinking, but it seems to me like I wouldn't be surprised if in her head this is like, oh, and here's the da-da-da-da-da, and you're in it and you're intense, and you're not realizing the other person is not going through these excitedly. They're doing a stream, and they want the stream to end.
They
yeah.
are explaining autism.
I'll be honest, if I said someone, hey, I'm on stream right now, I have someone on, I have Claudia on right now, send me 5 questions you want me to ask her, and someone spams me full with hundreds of messages, I will also be like, okay, fuck this.
Just block them.
Don't care how long we know each other, fuck you.
I'll unblock you later. If I know you, I'll unblock you later, but right now, no.
Right now, no. Mute you motherfucker.
actually, I completely understand what you're saying.
I think there was a
and
misunderstanding.
I agree.
In here.
I honestly, Liz, the reality is this, right? The shit with Styly, it doesn't have anything to do with you, obviously.
Not styly. I love the subtitles sometimes. You get classics like Cotton Seed, Styly.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not allowed to have a
but that
name
was-
that's a little bit weird or else.
No, then the automatic subtitles will fuck you over. Cotton Seed is still an amazing channel name. Okay, change my mind.
Really fucked with me, realizing that she had been you know, it doesn't matter. But between me, I got super hyper focused into this. It was unhealthy. I didn't take care of myself. I was trying to get this fucking minor shit together, and then it all just I really lost it. I went unhinged, and I think my like talking through this now, like if that's the case and you didn't see it, then I see it with like a new perspective. And
You couldn't think of that on yourself?
No.
It's been a year.
No.
And she couldn't realize it by herself?
No.
Fuck.
Clearly not. It took two separate men to help her.
2 men and multiple hours of explaining.
Many hours.
Because Sunday said it has already been like 3.5 hours. Like it must have been like 4 hours now.
Yeah.
Damn. She just needed 2 men to handle her. The
True,
second
true.
threesome of the story.
True, we got it after all.
in which case, I guess my criticism isn't necessarily
Someone in the chat. No apology, just explaining.
Very based.
Based and true. Based and true.
fair. I'm kind of realizing this in real time.
That's
So-
all right.
We know.
So
we
we
see
were
that,
able to
baby girl.
chat
What's
about
going
this
on?
before everything went nuclear?
I think I don't like regret doing this stream tonight because I really needed to just get everything out of my head, because it's like this. It's just been this thing that infuriates me and agitates my OCD every time like something gets brought back up. But now that I've gone through it and Sunday's given me this other perspective, I'll say that, you know, if you didn't see,
You know, I just needed someone to explain to me how a normal person would see this. Girl makes a case for mansplaining. No! No, but we just sent all the men to mansplain to her. Leave me alone with that shit. Go to her.
that in the midst of my infinite unhinged DMs, I think I might have mischaracterized
think?
your
You think?
like in my head what you were doing. I guess I think maybe I
Do you
guess.
think
roped
that?
you into
She thinks
Maybe
all the-
might.
she thinks,
Maybe and might is crazy.
Yeah, she thinks maybe might. You know, maybe might. She might have done an oopsie.
the weird shit with like with Xylee and
Stop banging Xylee up. Not with Z.
everything,
Yeah.
like without really realizing it. So
Well, I appreciate that. As for the Xylee stuff, I didn't watch that part of the stream. I kind of just went to see what, because my whole thing is I've been completely like
Oh, yeah.
dumbfounded about what happened here because I didn't really get why I was being talked. Obviously, that's resolved now. Do you have any plans to, I guess, talk to Xylee about your issues with her?
oh no, fuck Xylee. I don't care about Xylee.
No, you're doing so well. Why did we have to...
I'm sorry.
Just a Sunday. I don't have another mansplain session in me.
You were doing so well.
Come on, baby girl, one more time.
I figured I would
No.
just- Yeah, I
No,
figured I'd
that's
ask.
fine. I don't think she's a good person. So
This
I
little
don't,
maneuver is
I
going
don't
to cost us 51 years.
I'm
No, I mean-
sorry.
Why do I have to care or value Xylee?
No.
didn't-
I just, because again, I'm friends with Xylee. I felt like
No,
I
that's-
kind of have to ask because I don't really know what's going on, and
Oh no.
if
That's
I
totally
say something
fine.
completely wrong here, I'm going to hear about it. so I
That's
just
totally
wanted to-
fine.
Oh no,
Xylee,
I totally
defend yourself,
understand.
add
I'm not gonna
Xylee.
get into it
No.
because it doesn't matter. If she wants to say that I lied about anything, that's fine. Then I can like provide more stuff, but I don't actually care about exposing her. I just think that
Totally don't care to expose her.
But you
know?
don't care. Okay.
But I totally have stuff to expose her for, whatever.
Someone
you
said
know?
woman moment.
Woman moment. I mean, kinda true. Bro, she's triggered.
she fucking sucks.
So,
So.
as far as everybody's concerned, the situation is
I don't have
Minta
any more
true.
mansplaining in me, said literally no man ever.
resolved.
As far as I'm concerned, yeah.
Did I not
And
ask
I-
you nice
yeah.
enough?
I don't
For-
respect you.
For me, I don't know.
Oh no! What am I gonna do?
What about what? Do you have further thoughts?
I think I kind of hit most of them. The call,
Girl, no.
Did I not
contact,
ask you nice enough?
the messages. That was kind of everything I wanted to address.
Oh no!
Can I just say, I got to sleep. I'll stick around for a little bit but, until this is over, but I just want to say, Nick,
Yes.
this would have been so much better content for you had you gone the blood sports route with this, and I appreciate you didn't do that.
Oh, don't worry. I'm just trying to like resolve this at this point. I already said my piece, I guess, but now, yeah. I don't know.
Like, I just needed to, honestly, like, I think that I did attribute things to you that was from
Actually, Xylee's fault. New hyperfixation activated.
Right.
other directions, and I didn't trust not being not having my head fucked with further by people in general. So I just wanted to like say what I had to say, and then deal with contentions separately.
Sure.
Does that make sense? Like I
No,
feel like
I get exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, like I just wanted to put out my unfiltered perspective because I was saying I don't think you're like a bad person and I don't hate you, but these were my issues.
But
and now that I've talked to President Sunday about it, now that I've talked to you, like I think that maybe I did misread what was going on.
just maybe.
When it came to you as a part of like the larger situation.
Gotcha. All right. Well, this was productive. I think we got somewhere.
I think.
I do want to really thank
bless,
you,
bless.
Sunday. I think so.
Sorry.
Sunday, shut the fuck up. Let things end.
Don't ruin this moment.
Discourse. If you guys fight or whatever, I got let off the hook. No, I'm kidding. No, I appreciate President Sunday coming on to mediate it. I think that this is probably what we needed to get through this situation.
Yeah, like it's as for me, like this aspect, I needed to talk about it, but that's it. I think it helped me like kind of understand further talking out loud to someone and talking to you. And I don't have any further like issues with you that I feel like need to be resolved unless you have anything.
I know how expensive those are. She got weed. She don't need a therapist.
True. My bad. She has YouTube streaming.
Yeah, she has YouTube streaming. He has Sunday for free sessions. She has weed. What else does she need?
All of the ones I had. So
okay, well, cool. If you think of anything, you can let me know. But as for this, I'm not gonna keep talking about this and you in regards to stuff with you.
Right. Oh my god, no one cares. Shut up and end the call, damn it.
No, she's definitely trying to fish for more. Like, don't you have questions? Don't you have this and that? Girl, no one cares about this the way you do. I'm sorry. That's not even a mean thing to say. It's just literally...
It's like, literally, it's been 2 years. Give it up. Like, Nick, now that we made up, don't you want to send me the call?
Yeah.
It would have been so base if this was like her last question. So now that we are friends again, just send me the call.
Now that we cleared everything up, oh shit, sorry. Now that we cleared everything up,
You know the call,
Teehee.
Teehee lol.
All right, well, thanks for the chat and thanks for being here, Sunday.
Oh,
okay,
anytime.
enough Sunday.
Okay, so-
Sunday, if you want to chat about the Bow Black stuff, just shoot me a Twitter DM and I'll kind of explain it to you.
I really don't, but I'd be happy to chat about something else sometime. You have a good night.
Okay.
Take it easy.
Peace out.
Okay, good night.
Oh no!
Very based.
He did it. He did it.